Hey there, thanks for joining me today. This is Laura Lynn with KeepInkingUp.com. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! In San Antonio, Texas. And today I wanted to share a tip about our large background stamps. Yesterday I made a bunch of these cards. Aren't they pretty? These are some sympathy cards that I made using the buffalo check large background, which we're going to use today in this tip video, as well as the Lasting Lily photopolymer stamp set that is free right now during celebration with any $100 order. This is such a pretty stamp set. These flowers are gorgeous and it has a lot of really nice sentiments. So I made a bunch of these cards yesterday in several different colors. I think that's soft sea foam, Highland heather, gray granite, and I don't remember what color that is. It's one of the pinks. I think it's petal pink, maybe? Anyway, these are such pretty cards, but as I was working on them, I came across a tip that I wanted to share with you. Now, normally with our large background images, I mount them on our largest acrylic block. This is acrylic block F. So I normally mount the stamp on that, and then I continue working on it. Or I use my Stamparatus. I do tend to use my Stamparatus a lot with my larger stamps as well. But I know that not everybody has all of our blocks, so you may not have this large block. You also may not have the Stamparatus. So what I did yesterday, I tried something new, and I think it worked out okay. It's a little bit awkward, but I think it works just fine. And what I did is I just left the stamp in the stamp case. This is the stamp case that it comes in, and I just left it in there. And then I'm going to ink up the stamp while it's in the stamp case. Today I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel, which is one of our new in colors for this year. So I'm going to ink up my background, and you can do this with any background stamp. I just happen to be using the buffalo check today because it is one of my favorite backgrounds. This was introduced in the 2018 holiday catalog, and I was super excited to see that it is carrying over, and I hope to see it in the next annual catalog as well. So this stamp set this background stamp is still available to order, and I think it's just a fabulous stamp. You see how beautiful it is on these cards. It just creates the nice little background. So anyway, I've inked up my stamp while it's in the stamp case, and now I have a card base. This is Blueberry Bushel, so it matches the ink. And I'm going to place the card folded on the stamp in the stamp case, and then I'm going to take a piece of copy paper, and I'm just going to rub all around it, transferring the ink to the cardstock. Gonna rub all the way around. Look at there, I got some blue on my fingernail. Oh well. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now when I lift this up, there, isn't that pretty? I just love that stamp. It is so nice. And that looks like a good masculine card base for something. I'll have to make something with that later. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you in case you don't have big blocks and you don't have a Stamparatus, you can use your background stamps directly from the stamp case. It gets, when you're inking it up, I don't know if you noticed, but it can be a little awkward inking this side of the stamp because of the stamp case. But I did it just fine. As you can see, it's stamped really well on the card base. So I wanted to share that tip with you. Another tip is just to clean off your stamp with your stamp chamois. I actually cut this one in half so I can use it in my hand a little easier than a whole piece. And I'm just going to clean off the stamp, and it is already in its case, and I can just put it away now. So anyway, I hope you found this little tip helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.